Hello, grade 9s. Today we're going to look at how to multiply fractions. We're going to look at multiplying fractions with a picture, but also just multiplying fractions with actual numbers. So to think of this concretely, what we're going to ask ourselves is, what does 2/3 times 1/4 mean? What does that mean? Well, what that really is asking is what is 2/3 of a quarter? That's what that means. When we see the words of, or the word of, in math, that means we're going to multiply. So first, let's take a look at what a quarter is. A quarter is when we have 4 equal-sized areas, and one of them is shaded. Now, if we're going to represent 2/3 of that, then what we have to do is we have to break, and I'm going to just highlight this for us. We have to take our area where we have a quarter, and what we have to do with it is we have to split it up into 3 equal areas. Sorry. So down here, we've done that. We've drawn 2 lines to cut this up, and now what we're going to do is we're going to shade in 2/3 of the original area. Now, when I say 2/3 of the original area, I mean 2/3 of 2/3 of this green bar. The green bar represents the 1/4. So we're only going to shade in 2/3 of that, not 2/3 of everything. So when we split this up, then these red areas, there's 2 of them shaded out of 3. So altogether, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spots, and only 2 of them are shaded red. So the answer is 2/12. And of course, like we do with any fraction operation, we can take that and we can reduce it. 2/12 can be rewritten as 1/6. And we get that by dividing both 2 and 12 by 2. Okay? All right. Now, let's do a few more examples. Using a diagram, model a 1/2 times 5/6. So what I would do, if I was doing this question, is I would make something like this, and I'm going to just there's 1. We need 6. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cheat here. I'm going to cheat. All right, whatever. Whatever here. Okay, there I got 6 equal areas. Going to shade 5 of them in to represent the 5/6. So nice shading here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm going to shade in half of that. So I shade in half of that first of all. I'm going to draw in. I will draw in a line that cuts these areas in half. There it is. It's not quite exactly correct. I'm a little happier with that. And we're going to shade in half of that. Half of that means basically this. I've got an upper half and a lower half. I'm just going to shade in the upper half. And I'm only going to shade in where I've already have some red. So I'm going to go there, 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 and there. So what I'm really looking for are how many squares are there altogether. There are actually going to be 12 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And how many of them have we shaded both red and green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer is 5 out of 12. So 1/2 of 5 sixths is 5/12. That is a fraction that cannot be simplified. There's no number that goes into 5 and 12. Next one. 4 times 2/3. When we're multiplying a whole number like 4 by a fraction, we write the whole number as a fraction. Any whole number can be written as a fraction if we use 1 as the denominator. Okay? So it's like 4 over 1. And then we just follow the rules for multiplying fractions. So how do we multiply fractions? Well, all we do is we go top times top. So 4 times 2 is 8. And then bottom times bottom, 1 times 3 is 3. So the answer is 8/3. Now 8/3 is an improper fraction. So to make it a proper fraction, what we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 3 go evenly into 8? The answer is twice. So on a scrap piece of paper here, or off to the side, I know that 2 times 3 is 6. Then what I have to ask myself is, what do I have to add to 6 to get 8? Well, 6 plus what makes 8? Well, 6 plus 2 makes 8. So I'm going to take that 2 and I'm going to put it on top here. And now I've got 2 and 2/3. So when I divide 8 by 3, I get 2 wholes plus 2/3. Okay? All right. That's all there is to it. Now, so the multiplying part's really easy, right? We get 8/3 really easily. The tough part is the simplifying, and that's the part that some of you may need to take some extra practice with. All right, now we have a couple more examples, and then it's homework time. So 2 more examples, and then we're all done. 4/5 times 2/3. Very straightforward. Top times top, bottom times bottom. So 4 times 2 on top is 8. On bottom, 5 times 3 is 15. Ask ourselves, hey, look, is there a number that goes into 8 and 15? Nope. So 8 over 15 it is. That's all there is to it. All done. That's nice and easy. Let's do this last one. 3/4 times 5/6. 3 times 5 on top, that's 15. 4 times 6 on the bottom, that's 24. Now, we can simplify that. There is a number that goes into 15 and 24. What's that number? Well, that number is, let's think about it. Does 2 go into 15? Nope, so it can't be 2. Okay, let's try 3. 3 go into 15. Yep. 3 go into 24. Yep. We're good to go. If you want to ever check if 3 goes into a number, here's a trick. Here's a trick. The number 15. The digits in 15 are 1 and a 5. If we add those together, we get 6. And if you check if the sum is divisible by 3, then the number here is divisible by 3. And we add 2 and 4 together, we also get 6, which is divisible by 3. So that's how you can check if any number is divisible by 3. So if you ever want to know, hey, look, is 890, I don't know, 7 divided by 3? Well, just take the 3 numbers, add them up together. You get 24. 24 is divisible by 3. So that number there is divisible by 3. That's a little trick. Now that trick only works for divisibility by 3. So don't think you can do that for divisibility by 4, by 5, by 6. It only works for 3. So now that we know that these two numbers are divisible by 3, let's divide them by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 24 divided by 3 is 8. We're done. The answer is 5/8. So you're going to get some practice questions to do. Go ahead and get them going. You'll be doing a quiz on this next class.